Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your July 2022 mid-month general readings. We're looking at the last half of July, and this reading is for the earth sign of Virgo. Welcome everyone. I hope you're all doing well, as I always do. Thanks for taking the time to be here, for hitting that like, share, and subscribe button, for all your support, comments, feedback. Those of you who reach out for personal readings, always a note of gratitude. Thank you. So, Virgo, this is for you for the last half of July 2022. If your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign is in Virgo, it's also relevant if you're cross-watching for a Virgo. It's a general reading, so of course it's going to resonate a little differently for everyone. Watch all of your signs if you know them, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, because each one can bring in a little additional perspective and insight to your own personal situation. And if you find that something does resonate with you enough that you'd like to take a deeper look, reach out for a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for someone else, feel free to email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. You can also get that contact info by clicking on the description link. I would be delighted to hear from you, and I can usually respond the same day with more information. I do offer quite a wide variety of readings in all areas of life, and I do this full time, so I'm pretty timely about scheduling people as quickly as possible, so email me if you are interested. Okay, Virgo. Let's see what the last half of July looks like for you. I am using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with the Gilded Tarot. We begin with the Empress. Fertility, conception, giving birth to new things. Now is the right time to plant the seeds to start new things. Can also represent a mother or a mother figure or maternal issues. With Judgment, a decision, a major life choice, or waiting for a decision that has the influence and effect of a major life choice, or changing your life path. Next, we have the Four of Swords, taking time off, rest, recuperation. This card sometimes comes up when people are not feeling well, or they're just feeling tired and exhausted, and you need to take particularly better physical care of yourself because there's some kind of conflict or something that you're engaged with. It can also be a card that shows up when you are just taking a step back and taking a time out from some kind of pain or hurt of some kind, whether that's emotional or physical. With that, we have the Star, renewed and restored hope, faith, and optimism. It's interesting because the Star in the tarot comes after the Tower card, which is that unexpected event which comes in and completely changes everything. It can sometimes be quite challenging, as it often, not always, but often represents a breakdown of something. And then the Star comes after that to renew and restore hope, faith, and optimism, like spring after winter. So taking some time out, having faith. Next, we have the Nine of Wands, being close to the end of a very difficult cycle. There may be yet one last thing you need to deal with. Some of you may be feeling a bit tired and discouraged or worn out. How do I get through this? Should I? But you're very close to being at the end of a difficult cycle here. A difficult cycle is closing out. We have the Two of Coins, choices, decisions. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy and focus is the Ten of Swords. In the tarot, tens represent cycle ending, coming full circle. So this is surrendering to a painful ending. And it may have been painful because the Ten of Swords can represent betrayal, feeling exploited, stabbed in the back, thrown under the bus, passed over for something. But the Ten of Swords is actually positive because it represents the end of that. And a new day is dawning. It is time to move on. Of course, as a general reading, the intensity of these cards will vary. Let's clarify the overall energy of the Ten of Swords. Yeah, it's pretty clear a cycle is ending here. There may be decisions and choices you need to make. There may be decisions that you're waiting on. Death, final endings, and transformations. This is where rebirth occurs, which is what the Empress is about to So that's the overall focus. Let's clarify the Empress and Judgment. Judgment again, and the Ten of Wands. Here we have that Nine of Wands. Here we have that Ten of Wands. This is where that long-held, carried, heavy burden, that cross you've had to bear, is coming to an end. This is the end of the line, the end of the rope. Again, with that Ten of Swords, it looks like it's been a pretty difficult thing, but it's coming to an end. Judgment again, major choices. Now again, for some of you, this may be a judgment or a decision coming in, maybe from somebody of authority or a legal situation that brings something to an end. For others of you, there's a choice that you need to make. There may be an option or a couple of options or a choice that you're offered, and you have to make a choice. And this would be Spirit indicating that the best choice for you to make, even if it's a difficult one, is to make the decision that will bring something to an end so that you can have rebirth and move forward into a new beginning again. Let's clarify that Four of Swords and Star. Taking time off, renewed, restored hope, faith, and optimism. The Emperor could be in Aries. The Emperor typically, it could be female, but it often represents male energy. Somebody older or somebody in a position of status, seniority, decision-making capability. In a courtroom, this would be a judge. In a business, it would be a CEO, VIP, owner, someone significant and important. The Six of Swords, healing. Moving away slowly but surely and into a better place. It's transitional. You're not quite to the other shore and on solid ground yet, but you're definitely moving towards there. And the Eight of Cups, leaving behind all that is unfulfilling or has proved to be unfulfilling for you. So this Emperor is a separate individual that's either, again, for a general reading, it could be a few different things. It could be, a judge or a position someone in a position of decision-making authority who is making a judgment or offering you the choice to bring something to an end. It might not be perfect. Few things rarely are, but it's about you being able to move away and heal. For some of you, this might be healing after a death of some kind of putting the pieces of your life back together again. That's the fundamental energy, regardless of the specifics here. It's something coming to an end and you accepting that ending, even though there may be difficulty in that, and putting your life back together and moving on after taking some rest time. Let's clarify that Nine of Wands and the Two of Coins. The Hermit and the High Priestess. You have an intuitive, these are both highly spiritual wisdom cards. You have an intuitive knowledge of what path you need to take, of what choices you need to make moving forward. It may have been painful, but you have learned a great deal from this. And your victory, that is the victory here. It just looks like one of those situations, Virgo, that's been long, it's been hard, it's been difficult. And for some of you, again, the solution may not feel permanent in the short term, but it really is going to be the best one moving forward. And again, for those of you that have decisions to make here, or a particular decision to make, this is about accepting that something is done and over, and making the decision and any related decisions to move forward and let it go. So, because that's what that overall energy of the Ten of Swords and Death is, it's surrendering to something being done, being over. Let's clarify. Well, actually, we've clarified everything. Let's ask for any final advice and guidance from Spirit. The Ten of Swords again. Yep. This is accepting that something is done so that you can move on. The Four of Swords again. Take care of yourself. Take a temporary step back and reprieve to recover and restore yourself. The Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups, wish fulfillment, getting what you want, the happy home, happily ever after card. This is getting what you want and having things come together with home and family again, whatever that means to you. That's what's on the other side of this, right? The Ten of Cups, the Nine and Ten of Cups is on the other side of the Ten of Swords and Death. So it's about recognizing that something is done or that something needs to be done and making decisions to support that and move you through that so that you can have this beautiful energy on the other side of it. Okay, Virgo, those are your messages for the last half of July. I hope that you found them helpful and relevant and useful to you, or at least gave you some food for thought. Again, if any of this resonates enough that you would like to maybe peel the layers of it back a bit, take a deeper look for yourself or as a gift for someone else, personal readings do make great personal gifts for people. Feel free to email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. You can also see that info by clicking the description link. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the August general readings. Stay safe and well until then, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.